Now it's time for 3x3 Experiment by JCD. Comparing stories from ABC, CBS, and NBC. The never-ending 3x3.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Wednesday night. We begin tonight with the major news from the Supreme Court today. Justice Stephen Breyer set to retire.
Good evening. Let's begin with the fallout and a look ahead at the political battle to come following word today of Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer's planned retirement from the court.
President Biden is no stranger to Supreme Court confirmation hearings. He served as the chair of the Judiciary Committee when Justice Breyer was confirmed back in 1994. Now he gets to pick Breyer's successor. CBS's Ed O'Keefe joins us now from the White House. So, Ed, the president's going to make an official announcement about Breyer's retirement tomorrow, and the timing of all this is very significant.
According to sources aware of his decision, we await official word from the justice himself.
A formal announcement from the 83-year-old Clinton-appointed justice expected as soon as tomorrow. President Biden tonight positioned to make his first Supreme Court pick, an opportunity to fulfill a campaign pledge to nominate a black woman.
I'm looking forward to making sure there's a black woman on the Supreme Court to make sure we, in fact, get every representation.
That was just before he won South Carolina. Mary, tonight there's already a short list of potential nominees.
There is, and David, the White House today says the president is standing by that promise to nominate the first black woman to be on the Supreme Court. Tonight, the frontrunner is believed to be Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. She's a former clerk of Justice Breyer's, and she's already actually gone through the Senate confirmation process, earning the support of 3 Republican senators when she was confirmed to the powerful D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals. Also believed to be on the list tonight, Judge Leandra Kruger of the California Supreme Court, Judge Leslie Abrams Gardner of the U.S. District Court of Georgia, and Judge J. Michelle Childs of the District Court of South Carolina. David, whomever Biden picks, she will be making history.
That's right, Nora. While it was widely expected that Breyer would announce his retirement later this year, by the end of the court's term, the fact that it leaked now, even before he was able to tell some Supreme Court colleagues, gives the White House and the Democratic-controlled Senate more time to consider potential nominees, make the pick, and hold hearings.
Justice Breyer, nominated by President Bill Clinton in 1994, confirmed by a vote of 87-9. He was known as a consensus seeker with a pragmatic vision of compromise. On the court for 27 years, Justice Breyer has often spoke of his respect for his fellow justices, no matter their point of view.
It also gives them extra time should the president's first choice get rejected or have to withdraw, and they need more time to pick someone else. And by nominating a black woman ahead of the midterm elections, the president will hope to motivate his party's base and show them that he made good on a campaign pledge.
Decision to step down, the timing he surely knows, comes in a nation deeply divided. The president had campaigned on a promise to nominate a black woman to the Supreme Court. Tonight, the names on the potential shortlist.
Democrats preparing to move quickly to capitalize on their razor-thin Senate majority and confirm a nominee before the fall midterm elections.
And Ed, what are you hearing from the Hill about how quickly they want to move forward on this?
Well, it depends on the president. We know that he has blown through self-imposed deadlines before, especially when making big decisions. Sources tell us that the West Wing was fielding calls today from several key allies and lawmakers about specific nominees. Once the president makes his pick, the Senate is expected to move quickly and likely at a pace similar to the roughly 1 month it took to nominate Amy Coney Barrett and had her confirmed by the full Senate. And even amid debate over the future of the president's economic agenda and other big issues, Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said today he will clear the Senate calendar and move on her like a bitch with all deliberate speed. Nora?
And we'll cover those confirmation hearings. Ed O'Keefe, thank you.
Though even a left-leaning pick will not alter the court's ideological balance. A lot of moving parts here, and our team ready to break it all down, starting with Justice correspondent Pete Williams.
People close to Justice Breyer say he made the decision to step down within the past several weeks and prepared to formally notify the White House this week. At age 83, he's the court's oldest justice and appears to be in good health. He remains highly productive, writing some of last term's headline decisions. But he's also a political realist, a former staffer on the Senate Judiciary Committee who knows how Washington works. He was well aware that some progressives said Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg stayed on the court too long despite battles with cancer. Her death allowed President Trump to appoint Amy Coney Barrett, giving the court a super solid 6-3 conservative majority. Breyer said last fall that he knew of the pressure for him to step down while Democrats control the White House and the Senate, which would vote on confirming his successor.
have most of the considerations in mind, and I simply have to weigh them and think about them and decide when the proper time is. I've also said that I hope I don't die on the Supreme Court.
Any nominee of President Biden's to succeed Justice Breyer, if confirmed, would maintain that current 6-3 ideological split.
I, Stephen Breyer, do solemnly swear.
Bill Clinton nominated Breyer, then a federal judge in Boston, to the Supreme Court in 1994. Breyer quickly established himself as one of the Supreme Court's moderate liberals who believed that interpreting the Constitution must be practical, changing with the times.
The reason that I do that is because law, in general, I think, grows out of communities of people who have some problems they want to solve.
He wrote the court's opinion striking down a state law that banned some late-term abortions. He supported affirmative action and other civil rights measures. And in a widely noted dissent in 2015, he said the death penalty in America had become so arbitrary that it was probably unconstitutional.
Pete, you broke this story. What do we know about the timing of his step down?
Well, you haven't seen his formal letter, so we don't know whether he intends to leave in late June or early July once all the big decisions are handed down, or whether he'll wait until his successor is nominated and confirmed by the Senate. But either way, we're told he intends this to be his last year on the Supreme Court. Lester.
Pete Williams, thank you.
Another likely frontrunner, 45-year-old Leandra Kruger, a justice on California's Supreme Court. Kruger, a former Justice Department lawyer, has argued several cases before the U.S. Supreme Court. The White House tonight brushing off speculation that President Biden might nominate Vice President Harris.
The president has every intention, as he said before, of running for re-election, and for running for re-election with Vice President Harris on the ticket as his partner.
The pick will not change the balance of the conservative court, but for President Biden, with inflation soaring, his agenda stalled, and poll numbers sinking, it's a chance for a much-needed political win.
As for the confirmation process, the battle lines are already being drawn in a 50-50 Senate, but Republicans may have helped by changing the rules during the Trump years. Garrett Haake is at the Capitol with that part of the story.
President Biden's nominee will have to walk a high wire through an evenly divided Senate to reach the high court. The current justices took an average of 2.5 months to get from nomination through hearings to a confirmation vote.
We want to be deliberate. We want to move quickly. We want to get this done as soon as possible.
The nominee will likely face strong GOP opposition. Texas Senator John Cornyn warning the president in a statement not to nominate a, quote, partisan who will legislate from the bench. But a 2017 rule change made by Republicans to allow the Senate to confirm Justice Neil Gorsuch, then 2 other Trump appointees with a simple majority, will now work in Democrats' favor in the 50-50 Senate. A political reality Republican Lindsey Graham acknowledged, writing on Twitter, quote, elections have consequences, and that is most evident when it comes to fulfilling vacancies on the Supreme Court. Graham voted for both of President Obama's Supreme Court nominees and was one of 3 Republicans to vote for Judge Jackson's confirmation to the D.C. Appeals Court, along with Alaska's Lisa Murkowski and Maine's Susan Collins, each possible votes for whomever President Biden nominates.
We can take our time, have hearings, go through the process, which is a very important one. It is a lifetime appointment, after all.
Whoever the president nominates will make history if they're confirmed. A 50-50 Senate has never confirmed a Supreme Court justice. Lester?
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.